What's up guys, welcome back to the next video in learning Bootstrap. My name is QD as Danny and you guys watching my channel Carousel. Alrighty guys, we have done I reckon we've done a great job, so we have reached this far. So if you guys made it this far, congratulations. So you guys learn how to make e-commerce shop, and now we are in single product. So soon we're gonna go on how to make a review page and how to make a cart page. So if you guys look at here, it says add product, but we still needs to do a little bit of job here. So it's up to you guys. You guys want to leave it like this, or you guys want to make it call MD6 or call SM6, and you guys want to divide your calls. So I divided here call MD6 between 2 and 4, and as you guys know previously in previous videos that we had the whole 6. So you guys, up to you guys. You guys want to put a carousel here, or you guys just want to put one picture here. It's up to you guys. So what we do is I'm gonna go and reactivate this picture. So I'm gonna uncomment this one. Okay, so when I done uncomment, I'll go and check the size. I think the size is not good, but I'll go and check anyway. So because the size exceeding this this one's no good, so what I'll do is I'll go back, I'll put a width. So what happens with the width? Okay, so the width is no good too. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring everything to the frame. So what I'm looking for, if I go here, you guys, there is a trick here. If you guys go here and go to the inspect, so you guys can see your picture. So where it says width, so what you guys do, double click on the width, and where it says your up and down, just go with that one. So what I'll do is that I'll see 566, so 566 is there. Then I'm gonna double click again, and I'm gonna go down, and I'll see 512. That's 512. So what I'll do is I'll double click, and if you guys looking here, it starts moving because I'm holding this scroll down, and the size going down, and I'll click here and I'll check. Alrighty, so we're getting close. So if I double click here again, scroll down, and I'm going to make it 400, 414. So what I'll do is I'll make it 400. Okay, this 400 is a little bit small, so what we do is that we go for, say we say 415. Okay, 415 is good, so roughly 420. We go 420. 420 is very good. Say we go for 425. So okay, so say 421, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, the 425 is perfect. We go in, put it here 425, 425, and we look at for the height. So we look for the height is a little bit short. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go again for the height. We go there, say we look at 500. Okay, the 500's okay. So because if you guys remember, when we fixed this picture, that was all the way here, so that was according to call MD6, but this one is different. So, and you guys can bring a smaller picture. You don't have to bring this picture, because initially, if you guys remember, I brought this picture from the local host and salon. Okay, initially we brought this picture this big, so that was very huge picture that was here, and that was almost 1026 pixels, so which very, that was the HD. So when you guys making actual websites, make sure you guys bring small pictures. And even if the user uploads the picture, and there is a functions in PHP which trims the picture, and you guys see small tiny pictures here, so you guys see tiny picture of yourself here, because that's a PHP at the back. It trims all the pictures before bringing and showing to the user. So because here we do it manually, because we are not dealing with PHP or JavaScript, so it's pure Bootstrap. And because we're using pure Bootstrap, that's why we can trim the pictures at the back, because we are not creating that engine. So when you guys learning PHP, then you guys I'm going to show PHP you guys how we trim the picture at the background, put in our database, and bring back to the user, showing without doing anything. When you guys go on the real website, you guys don't need to do anything here with the picture, because now we are fixing picture, because we are not trimming. We don't have any trimming mechanism or trimming engine at the back to trim the picture. But when you guys go and deal with the real website, you guys don't have to do these things. It's just because we're just showing how our website is gonna look. Alright, so we go to 500, and I'm gonna go double click, and I'm gonna go say 520. Say 520. 520 is perfect. We go here and fix up to 520. 520. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna remove this color red, because as I said to you guys, color red is only for our testing purposes. And you guys look at here, that's how it looks. It looks a little bit stretched, that's fine, because that's a little bit stretched too. But at the end of the day, you guys look at here, and you guys, it gives you guys idea how to create a website and how to put your picture. And you guys can put a slider here as well. So I'm gonna put a slider, then we're going to go on review, and then we're going to go into create 2 pages for review and add product. And eventually when we go, we're going to create another login and register pages, because you guys need these ones as well to go and create your login. So we're going to create login, register, add card. Is you guys can put this one to add card as well. You don't have to put add product. So we're going to go down and find that one, add product. So you guys, normally you guys see in e-commerce website, add to cart. So that's how you guys see in e-commerce. You don't have to put this one, because we're going to create this add cart page here. So it's up to you guys. You want to create now, or you guys create later on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create now. I'll remember, so otherwise I might forget. So you guys go ahead and create one card. You press your Control S for save, and you guys create cart.html, and we put it here h1 cart page, because we have to create this cart page. That one's done, and we go in single product, and where it says A button, you guys go and wrap this one with anchor tag, and you guys can create your anchor tag, and you guys can put this ID cart HTML cart.html, so because you guys directing this button to go to this, to link this to this page. So, and don't forget, you guys wrap this one with your A. So now your buttons wrapped in A, and you guys can go to your cart page. So when you guys press this one, you guys seen that you already jumped to this cart page. So this anchor tag is your train or your airplane to go from one place to another place. It gives you ticket to allow you to jump to this one. So but you guys can go back and forth. So you guys go here, and you guys look at here, there is a hand here. Hand means that press this button and I'm going to take you to the next page. So, and it happens with the help of anchor tag. It's called anchor tag, and you guys don't have to put this one. You guys can put a google.com.au, you guys put Yahoo, anything you guys put in href. This one takes you, jumps you from one page to the next page. So we came in from this page because we put an anchor tag here, and we jump to the single product. And from the single product, if you guys put it here, you got jump to the card. And now we're gonna put up for a review another anchor tag. And before that, I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna put a review. Okay, so I'm gonna put Control S, and I'm gonna create my another page is review.html. So now you guys see that whatever pages you guys see on the websites, the programmer or developer creates every single page. So the computer by itself, they don't do anything. So it's called review page because we are creating this page for the user to give us review. Okay, so when we go ahead, we go in there, it says write review. I already put an anchor tag, I don't need to do that again. So you guys gonna put a review.html. so now your two pages are created. Before we've done our photo, so you guys can put a Control S to save, and you guys come here, and when you guys go here, it says review page because we are at the review page. We're gonna create these pages exactly as the same as we created the single product. If you guys remember, we have created single product long time ago in the previous videos, and now we are working as a programmer. You guys needs to follow this convention. You guys create your page, you'll just reference it for the future, and then you guys go and create this one, you guys. But when we finish this one in this one, then we're going to go on the login and register, because after the login register, I'm going to show you guys a whole new things. We're going to explore the whole new world of web development. And if you guys remember that I have started this networking, I have shown you guys TCP, UDP, ICMP, and I'll show you guys the OSI model. Don't ignore that one. That one's very, very important. That one's the backbone of the computer, the programming of the website making. If you guys know this OSI model, you're gonna be very successful computer programmer. You guys gonna be very successful computer web developer. You guys even gonna be, you guys can understand hacking. So I'm gonna show you guys how networking works, and it starts with the OSI table, and it starts with the TCP. So you guys remember the TCP. Anything you guys type here that they say facebook.com https, and you guys say facebook.com. okay, just the small words here, that's https, the OSI model kicks in. So you guys know this one is transport, is transfers, hypertext transfer protocols, and S stands for secure. And this Facebook is just an address, and this is for DNS because it has an IP. And there is a ARP, it's called address resolution protocol. It comes on to resolve the address of the websites. And there is a DNS, domain name service, and that's a functionality of domain name service to change the IP, because no one's going to remember that this one, say Facebook, say the IP of the Facebook is say 125.125.255.122. you guys cannot, never ever can remember this one. If I tell you guys to go into Facebook with this one, so you guys remember these words, no one's gonna remember this one. But the only then the web developers, Mr. Lee himself, he came in, the one guy who invented this HTTPS, he came in to create this DNS. So what the DNS does to convert Facebook into the IP. So actually guys typing the IP of the Facebook, but actually humans can't remember digits, but humans can remember only the string. So this is a string, you guys can remember this one, but there is no way you guys remember IP. And IP changes from time to time. From the, so in the Facebook don't have one IP. Facebook might have several IP. All the big websites, say Google, have an IP in every country. So if you go to America, they have one IP. They open another Facebook, say in London or Amsterdam or Australia or Jakarta, say, or Malaysia, then they have different IPs. So that's a problem with big websites. So you guys can't remember the whole IP. And remember, if you guys see IP, say if you guys go on Gmail, for example, you guys go on Gmail, and if you guys see this one, HTTP 124.125.116, say you guys, if you guys see this one 170.com, say if you guys going a Gmail, and if you guys see like this one, don't go on the Gmail, don't put your address, because this is a fake page. It's hacking page, is compromised page. What they do, hackers, they create a page, fake Gmail page, and they send you guys, because that hacker, that's the IP of that computer, of the hacking computer. So you guys don't go ever click on anything that says here the numbers here. So you guys don't, if you guys go on Facebook and you guys open and click on the Google and it says HTTP, say 125.112.255.112.com, and you guys thinking this is a Facebook. No, this is not a Facebook, because Facebook's don't put the IP. You guys never ever see anyone's IP, Facebook IP here. You guys see Facebook with the HTTPS. So you guys must see the HTTPS before, and the Facebook before you log in. Otherwise, you guys don't log in, because you guys needs to put it like, see like this. This is the correct way, because we have a DNS here. DNS converts the IP to the string to the IP. So if you guys don't see like this, you guys see the IP number, the numbers, you guys assume that with a strong probability, I'll tell you guys 100% that's a fake page, and hackers use hacking, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that with the hacking, because that's social engineering toolkit, and that's how the hackers, which the only jobs of them is not to constructive, destructive. They come and steal passwords, they go credit cards and blah blah blah, damage people's computer because they have nothing better to do. So you guys stay away from this one, and you guys don't go anything. If you guys see like this, that's fine. If you guys see like this, that's fine. If you guys see, for example, HTTPS Gmail, by all means, that's very good, because HTTPS and see string here, that's very good. That's a secure page. But if you guys see the IP here, don't go there and don't sign. That's the one sign that the page is fake. It's not a real page. It's not connected to the Gmail. So remember that as a web developer, you guys need to remember this. All right, so now we go here, and this is one way of you guys create your pictures, and I'm going to show you guys with the help of PHP and JavaScript. When we click here, this picture shows up here, and when we click here, this picture shows up here. So what I'll do, I'll go again, and I'm going to show you another method which we're gonna create a carousel here. So if you guys remember, we already show you guys how to create a carousel. You guys already aware, already knows. So if you guys go on the top of the page, this is carousel. So when you guys click this one, when you guys click here, it's the picture changes. But even if you guys don't do that, because it's got an interval, and the picture changes every whatever time you guys set, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, or 10 seconds. So it's up to you guys. All right, so we're going to create, this is one way of you guys, this is one way. So if you guys know this one, like I gave you guys options. So here we have created our tab. So that was one way. Even if you guys can create your tab here if you want. So if you guys remember, this is a tab. So this one is tab. When you guys put it here, you guys can put a review, your mission, whatever, the address of the product, and about the company. You guys can do, this is a tab. You guys can put it there instead of this accordion. So if you guys know that, you guys close your accordion like a file. You guys can up and close it down, and you guys can put same as here. You guys have the option to put carousel here. You don't need to put this picture because carousel starts moving. And if you guys know, the websites for one product they have like several pictures. So, and the use up to the user. If the user sometime goes and click, the magnifier comes in, you guys see it very closely. So you guys have the option to go here and create your carousel. So I'm gonna go quickly. We're gonna go on the carousel, and I'm gonna create one carousel. And you guys needs to go here in your picture, and you guys needs to comment out this picture. So exclamation mark here, and now our picture's gone, and we're gonna start. We are ready to create our carousel. So now we're gonna go and put a div, and inside the div we put a class, and we put a product slider, and then we put a I'm gonna put a class. The ID is product slider. So the class is carousel slide, carousel fade, carousel slide, carousel fade. Okay, and the ID is product slider, product slider. That's because we need this ID to go on our CSS. All right, so we put a data. BS stands for Bootstrap, right? Is equal to carousel. All right, so that's the first div, and after that we put a carousel inner. So div class carousel inner, if you guys know here, because we have put it previously. And you guys inside this inner, you guys create your two buttons. It's up to you guys. You want to create two buttons before, because that's the previous and after. And after that, you guys can put a carousel inner, and after the carousel inner, you guys can put a 3 carousel item. So you guys put a div, and you guys can put a class carousel. If you guys look at the item, but you guys don't put the first one's carousel item, because we're gonna copy and paste, because we need 3 product here. That's the first product, that's the second product, and the third product. And the first one's going to be active, because you guys want to show that's the first product. All right, so inside this one, you guys can create your image. So I'm going to put img, and I'm going to put asset, then img, then my ecom folder, then I'm going to put an idea.jpg, and after that I'm going to have a look, because you guys need to fix up your width and height as we said before. And after that, you guys create your anchor tag, because you guys need to put a slider back and forth. So you guys can create your anchor tag, and the anchor tag inside this one's href is nothing, and inside this one you guys could put a class carousel control carousel. Okay, next we're gonna put a previous carousel control prev. That's a previous, and the role is button. Role is equal to button, because we want button there. And data slide, and data slide is equal to previous prev, so because it stands for previous. And after that, you guys can put 2 icon inside span, and inside this span you guys put it class carousel control prev icon. So because you guys needs to for the bootstrap to read, so you guys can put a carousel prev icon. And you guys know that the bootstrap, the sublime text is very clever. As soon as you guys type that one, it guys brings in front of you. So in the area hidden is true, area hidden is equal to okay, true. And after that you guys can create another span, and your another span is gonna be previous, because that's a previous okay. And inside that span is gonna be SR only class so it's gonna be class SR only, SR only. Okay, so the previous one is done. You guys okay, so this one you guys can create, say ID product slider. So you guys can put a product slider here as well. Okay, so you guys can copy this, Control C, and you guys can put it underneath it to make it life a lot easier. But instead of this previous, you guys can put a next, because that's the next button for the previous. Data slide is next. Anything that's a you guys can put a next, because that's the next button. Inel previous next icon true, and you guys can put a SR only, and that one's gonna be next. Okay, because if the icon is not showing, then the next and previous gonna show. That's what it means. So we're gonna go, and because that one's created, but the only problem is our image is too big. Okay, so we go for our image, and we give some height, and we give the height of 520. How I came with the 520? Because I'm looking here, we have already assigned our height, so that's our image, but the image not sitting properly, and we'll see if it slides, because we haven't put any interval. So we're going to go in an interval. Okay, so first one and the second one we're going to put you guys go and copy, because we are a bit lazy, and you guys can put a say idea, and you guys can put I'll look at here. This one's chair. I'll see what else we've got. So we've got IMG, ecom, idea, and beauty salon JPG. Say we put a beauty salon .jpg. And the third one is gonna be hipster.jpg. hipster.jpg. All right. Okay, so we have put 3 pictures, and we are gonna look here. Wow, look at this, guys. That's our slider is working. We wait and look at this one, even though our picture is not in the center, but that's fine, because we haven't trimmed the picture here, because the area is very small, and you guys can trim the picture if you guys want. Alright, so we're gonna go on the CSS, and we're gonna apply some CSS. Okay, so now we're gonna go on the CSS, and you guys see this one, the ID carousel slide, and we're gonna target this. We're gonna yes, and we're gonna go on this one, and we're gonna go on we put a slide because we want to target that one. And we see that the width of, we say 80% width. Okay, we want to see what's the 80% width look like. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, we check again 80% width, and we're gonna go on margin left. We say 15%. Margin left, say we say 10%. Okay, so we say we want to give it a little bit margin left, 10%, and you guys can put a padding of 0 and 10%, 10 px padding, because we're gonna give some 10 px padding. Looks fine. Okay, and we put a, so we want to give our carousel some shadow here around. Okay, so we put a carousel, and we're gonna target our carousel. You guys can put any, so we put a box shadow, and our box shadow is gonna be top, left, bottom, everywhere is gonna be we put a 1 px, 1 px, 4 px, and then 1 px, and you guys can put a RGBA, red, green, blue, and that's A, and then you guys can put a 0, 0, 0, 0, top, left, bottom. Top is going to be 0, left, right, and it's going to be 0.5. Then we're going to see how it looks. So now if you look at here, okay, so if you guys want, you guys can bring 3 buttons as well, and we're going to go on the index. We're going to bring 3 buttons, and we're going to go and find our carousel inner, and that's interval, that's active. The interval is 5,000, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. All right, so now we're gonna go here and carousel indicator. We're gonna bring this one down. We're gonna copy this one from here, and we're gonna close this one, and we're gonna bring our carousel indicators here before the carousel inner. And if you guys put it here, then we're gonna go and check. And if you guys look at here, there is 3 buttons here. That's the carousel indicator, which shows you which carousel you guys on. So that's the first one. Then you go, there is a faint line here. So when it moves, you guys can put your interval. So we're gonna go here. If you guys want to put your interval very quick, you guys can put it here like index. So okay, so look at here, it says data bootstrap interval, it's a 5 seconds. You guys can go here, copy this one, and you guys can put in your carousel here. So you guys go here, the first one, and if you guys go in 5, you put a 3 seconds, it goes after 3 seconds. And on the second one, so you guys can put a data interval as well. You don't need to put this bootstrap, but for the sake of the bootstrap, because it's convention, I'm just gonna put a bootstrap. You guys can put your own salon SA here. You don't need to put a BS. Okay, so the first one is 3 seconds, then we're gonna go 3 seconds. This goes on milliseconds, just remember that, because the computer is reading milliseconds and microseconds. So now I put a 3 seconds, and look guys, look at here, it's changing very quick. And you guys look at here, it's Now it's looking perfect. You guys can put your border here, but I don't recommend you guys put a border because there is a faint border. We already put it. There is a shadow here. It looks perfect. So that's how we create our single products. And the first one is call MD2. Just remember, guys, that's call MD2, and that's that one call MD2, and this call MD4. This is called MD4. And first we put our picture. The picture is still sitting here, and you guys can put a just comment here. You guys can put a carousel, single item carousel, single item carousel. Okay, so that's your single item carousel. So if you guys click this one, call MD4, you see where it finishes here. Okay, so you guys can put it here. I didn't put a exclamation mark. Single item carousel end, and you guys can put a start, so you guys can know this is a start. Alright guys, I congratulate you guys for finishing this one. So if you look at here, guys, we've done a great job. We have finished our single product today. I congratulate to all of you, and in the next video we're gonna go on write review or add card. So it's the same process, but it's a different method. I'm gonna show you guys different methods how we're gonna do that. So if you guys want to change this, say it says 800 quantity, you guys wondering why there is a 1 here. The 1 is coming from here because we put a value here. The value is here, so because that's input text and the value is here, you guys can put a say 3 here to change the quantity. And when you guys go on the real website and the real world website, you guys can put those through the PHP. So you guys wait for the user to put it instead of you guys put it. So we go here and do this. You guys see there is a 3 appear here. You guys can put 1 or 3 or 5, whatever. But when you in the real world scenario, when you guys go and create your Bootstrap or PHP, you guys can do this through the PHP, and you guys wait for the user to put a value. You don't need to put a value here, and in the value you guys can put some function, PHP functions that wait for the user to whatever the user put it. So that's how it goes there. So sometimes you go in Google and type this one, it's exactly the same thing because you guys putting the value, the users put a value. You guys don't put a value. So we wait for the user to put a value here. So that's how it works with the input. Alright guys, our website is finished, our single product is finished. So far we have finished the index, this one, and that was a lot of videos to finish this one, and now we finished the single product. The single product's finished as well, and you guys look at here, it looks awesome. We have used different methods, and I congratulate you guys. You guys awesome, and you guys finished this one, and you guys can go ahead, and in the next video we're gonna go either with the add card or write review. So we're gonna go on the write review. Alright, that's it for this video guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.